say it's 'cause I need to know. I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough love, my food.
Welcome. How are we all going? How's it all going? It's absolutely freezing in Melbourne today, so just waiting for everyone to get on. It's absolutely beautiful. Check out these trees. How cool is that? This is my view from my apartment. Some beautiful trees. So as you can see, my business plan has been rocketed. We're going to get the emotional intelligence going today. So welcome everyone, welcome. Good to have everyone on, good to have you all on. Dean Johnson, how you been, brother? Hope you've been absolutely amazing, man. The True Authentic Reality starts this Tuesday coming up, so awesome stuff. Just waiting for everyone to rock and roll. Just right from where you're at, how's your day been going? If you're absolutely freezing like I am today, so let's get this party started. Awesome. Everyone's just writing, getting on now, logging in now. So welcome everyone, welcome to the Sunday Soul Session. Maddie G, good to have you on. And Catherine, good to have you on. Obviously I haven't met you, but Alana's given me a message and thank you for your beautiful message and felt your energy straight away through the vibe of your wording. So awesome stuff. I'm going to turn this down. Now I can hear myself. Tama, how are you, my man? So good to see you, so happy, and that big smile with those blue eyes. You know, you're the new age Frank Sinatra. Blue eyes, there you go. And anyone, a man, a lady that looks into those blue eyes, they get captivated. So that's absolutely awesome. So I am absolutely freezing. I spent 2 weeks in Bali, 30 degrees. You know, the humidity is just through the roof. I think it's like 90% there. Back in beautiful Melbourne. And I'm losing my tan, as you can see, but I'm climatizing and I've got clothes on. Like I had to remember how to dress myself when I got back. Dean, there he goes. G'day, mate. Freezing up here in the Gold Coast. Miss you, energy, but keep rocking. Miss you too, man. You know, we need to get on a call, and I'm always here for you. I know everyone's going through challenges, and that's what we're here for. We're always here to support each other like a family, no matter what. So. And I'm glad that you said that, Dino. So yeah, I'm obviously holding this live stream. We've got 3 big announcements as well, and I'll rock out the announcements straight away. So obviously this afternoon I'm going to be holding a. There she is, good old Alana. I'm like, is that Alana? And then I remember you changed your profile. It's an awesome picture, that one. So tonight, this afternoon at 4 p.m, I'm going to be rocking out a first ever interview with my beautiful partner Jaboa, who it's going to be massive for her. As everyone knows, she went on a huge journey, huge breakthrough, and she allowed me to lead her through the amazing retreat that we just passed. So that's going to be absolutely huge. So we're going to be talking about what she experienced, her own personal breakthroughs, and how she's blossomed into this amazing rose of feminine energy, and so on and so forth. And we're going to be talking about, she's really excited, she's got some big plans, so it's going to be absolutely amazing to hear where she's going, and more importantly to see and feel how much she's grown. So that's going to be fantastic, and let alone get her on and let her man interview her, so that's going to be huge. Alana's goes, it's freezing on my end, hopefully we can fix and participate. Awesome. Oh, it's frozen on my end. Are you saying the actual live stream is frozen? Oh, okay, cool. What about everyone else? Give me thumbs up if everyone else can see me, hear me, see my ugly head. If it's all good, just let me know. I'm rocking my USA top. This means a lot to me. When I was in the States, I was doing a bit of mindset with one of the athletes, which is confidential, and he gave me a USA Olympic top, which obviously you can't buy these, so I like to wear it in remembrance of that, and I feel very played. You know, people go, are you in the Olympics? I'm like, well, I helped someone get there, so that is my claim to fame. Another thing tomorrow as well, as you would have got a glimpse of with my boy, yep, all good here. Awesome, thank you for that. Appreciate it being proactive. My boy Ryan Fester, you know, he was one of the original beast mode guys, and this was 5-6 years ago. I remember we were doing NLP change work in my old bedroom, in my parents' lounge room, and you know, you had to start somewhere. And he's been by my side all these years, and I eventually got him over to a retreat, which obviously the people that were on there, they got to experience how much of a cool dude he is, how much of a leader, and how he just plays full out. And now he's beginning to play full out in life. Yesterday we did a bit of a recap, and tomorrow morning I'm going to be going deep with him and interviewing him and going over some really understanding. The reason why I'm interviewing people that have just been at the retreat, it's because I can stand up here and I can talk about it through my eyes, through my experience, but I want to get people that are basically raw out of the experience. So you people at home, and obviously Catherine is on this verge, and everyone else is wanting to discover themselves, to listen to someone that's been through the journey themselves. Because you know what? I am relatable, but I'm not in a way, because people can say, Lee, you've been doing this for 6 or 7 years. You know, you've got a little bit of a head start on us. What about someone that's just come through it? And that's why, you know, speaking to my beautiful partner and to see what she's come from, and to understand that, you know, when I was leading, we had to cut the relationship connection, because, you know, I can't lead her looking at her as my partner. It's leader, teacher, and student. And that's what we had to do. And yes, it was hard. And then getting back into that, you know, wanting to have a little cuddle afterwards. And it was a bit of a transition, but it was something that we learned how, and we saw and discovered so much about each other, that we've fallen deeper in love for each other, and an appreciation, which is, you know, really special. And even with my boy Ryan, that was there. And there's a reason why I'm telling you all this as well. Because in relationships and that as well, that, you know, he's my mate. We've gone and partied, we've gone and done some crazy shit together. Then he's sitting there and respecting me and saying, hey, that's my bro, that's my man, you know, that's my brother. But more importantly, you know, he was grasping onto every word. Yeah, he's listening to every word. He was attentive. Like we were in so much rapport, and I'm telling you this for a reason, because I want you all to be this present and be in the now. That my face, I could pull a face like that or something, or move my head, and he was in that much rapport, he would move his head or pull that face, because he was grasping onto every letter. Why I'm telling you this is because I know Alana, she had a little bit, her energy's crazy, and she'd be turning around and she got distracted by Tama, or, you know, like she was like a mosquito. That when you are in a expression or an exchange of educational value, you want to lock the door, you want to be with now, you don't want to scratch, and you want to be grasping onto every letter or word someone is saying in any energy exchange, because there might be one word in this whole live stream, and just that one word that you grasp onto, it clicks, and it's a domino effect that makes all the difference. But if you're going around scratching, or what do you say, hold on, I have to get the kids or whatever, you could miss out on that magic. Yeah? So when I tell you stories, every story has a lead up to what I'm going to be going on to next. So my third interview is with Mr. Perry. Yeah, and we all know Perry, how inspiring he is, that there was no complaining, that there was nothing too big, nothing too small. He didn't, like, everything that came out of his mouth was let's go, was positivity. And that made me into a better leader. That made me into a better human. And on the Sunday, or when it was, I've got, obviously every coach has a coach, yeah? Every coach has a coach. So my coach is a very, very amazing human being, extremely successful. That the success that he's got, I strive. And to be honest, I can't say I'll never get there, but I'm talking about my coach and my mentor, Herb. Some of the stuff that he's telling me is just ridiculous. He's not working on projects, he's working with nations. So he's working with countries. And how he got out of this next idea. Hey Shane, good to have you on. Hey Nevin, good to have you on, brother. Much love to you. Why I'm telling you this, because I want you to know how I'm led and who I'm led from, yeah? Because it's not just, okay, it's Lee Bundy's opinion. I'm telling you, I want to tell you about my team and how people lead me. So he asked me questions about, and this is going to lead to emotional intelligence. He wanted me to talk about the whole journey of the retreat. And through the whole journey, every part of it, I was glowing. And he said to me, you're having sex with yourself. And I said, what? He goes, because look at you, you're glowing from the inside out, like you're just reborn. I'm like, well, if you're going to call it that. So I should go, that's my vision. Awesome, Catherine, I love that. So what he said to me, he goes, I want you to break down, I want you to talk about every individual. So every individual, he goes, Lee, you know what's special about this group? The way you're speaking about every individual's emotional journey and evolution, which comes to emotional intelligence, he goes, you are growing so much. It's like you found your niche, you found that click. But with Perry, obviously him having his handicap of him being and putting himself through what he needs to be through, if I stub my toe, if everyone doesn't know Perry, obviously he was in a car accident and he's in a wheelchair and he's on a journey to walk again. So my leg, I get a swelling leg, or if I stub my toe, because when we were carrying up, or whatever it might be, I've got a headache, or I've got a bad day, I look in the bank account and I've got no money, or someone, sends me a stupid message. What I think about in my emotional intelligence, someone is in a wheelchair, what are they going through? And Lee, what's your excuse? Man the fuck up. Put yourself into their position. Put yourself into if you're in a wheelchair and every day, what you need to do to get up. And I'm not going to tell you the details. That, that you aren't walking and you're around people that are walking. Put yourself into their shoes and how do you feel and have you got it that bad? No. None of us have got it that bad. You put yourself in the position that Perry has to go through every day, that he has to strive to get up, that is he going to walk again? Is he going to be able to do that? How long it takes him to get ready? Or, so on and so forth, that he can't do most things. Yeah? So I thought about this before Perry come on the retreat. And we took him down 500, so actually it was 640 steps I ended up finding out, to a holy blessed temple, a waterfall in Nung Nung. It's at Nung Nung waterfall in Bali, which is a 60-foot waterfall. When the water comes down, I kid you not, we were going backing into it, and this waterfall was pushing us, 5 feet in front of us, and everyone that was there can back that up. We took him down on the wheelchair, slimy, mossy, and he did not complain once. We took him down there, and I said, like, everyone was rotating because boom, boom, boom. Even walking there, not holding 80 kilos, is quite a feat. Yeah? But what I want to tell you about that is everyone's emotional intelligence in that moment wasn't thinking about themselves, wasn't complaining about their back. All our emotional intelligence was fixated on is taking this amazing person that could not physically walk down there so he could experience the waterfall with us. Yeah? Are you guys getting my drift at the start of this? We could have gone and go, oh my God, look how far that is. Our emotional intelligence is being selfish, and we are limiting our growth and limiting an experience that someone else will never experience again. Not many people would go first to go down 500 stairs. Yeah? So, or 600, whatever it was. So we took him down. So what was the emotional intelligence of the group? We weren't thinking about us. We were thinking about a team situation, but more importantly, giving someone that opportunity and taking out the pain, taking out, oh, I'm tired, taking out, I can't do it, taking out all those bullshit excuses that we create every fucking day that holds us into our comfort zone. Yeah? So why are we going to replicate this in our lives? And I'm going to tell you more stories and you're going to understand it, yeah? I'm going to tell you real happenings, and then we're going to apply it to our lives. And then we're going to go, fuck, you know what? I need to stop complaining, I need to stop whinging, and I've got everything that I need right now and more to create a life that I desire. The collective of the emotional intelligence causes huge shifts. Exactly, that's exactly right. Well, my text is getting excited. Just popped it off. So I remember we got down there and everyone's like, I'm like, hey, just shake it off, guys. Let's rock and roll. We're in Bali. We're about to do a beautiful blessing. And I see Perry there. He's sitting there. And I say, brother, do you want to go in the water? A split second, not even 1 second. Yep. Bang. So we carried him, and I'm so honored. The guys that was there, Neville was part of it. Chris was there. Ryan, Tama, and who else? And obviously Joko. So we lifted him up as an emotional. So we come together as brothers, yeah. And we're lifting Perry up and taking him over the rocks. We stumped our toes. I remember someone fell over. I know a few of the guys rolled themselves, hurt themselves. But what's different then to what happens in life? It is in that moment, as a collective, as you said, Catherine, we were just fixated with belief, with love, with certainty of getting the job done. And what the job was is to take someone that can't physically walk into an experience and into their life and experience something that we will be a part of for the rest of their lives. Try this on, see if it fits. In your life is like that, yeah? Because there's times in your life where you might not think you can walk. Why I'm saying this, not for actually physically walk, but achieve a desired outcome. Have a life you desire. Be happy. Have the body. Be emotionally intelligent. Have abundance. Do you know what I mean? Have riches. And that riches can be in time, do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be monetary. But that is the same thing. So I want you to try this on. So in that environment, we blocked out our limiting beliefs. We didn't say, no, we can't take him down 500 steps because we might slip. Oh my God, there's a cliffside there. Because I tell you what we did was we were on the job. Our emotional intelligence was just fixated to get the goal. And if we step back and we didn't have our emotional intelligence, if we let our emotions rise, I can't do this, no, and the rest of that, we would have started looking for the point. No, hold on, there's moss on the steps, there's no railings, there's 600 and something steps. No, sorry, where's the PPE? Where's OH and help? You know what I'm saying? All that rubbish would have come up. But because we led with our hearts, we were safe, he was safe, we got to the bottom, and more importantly, we had to go again. So we were walking and taking him through a river with a huge current as well, where water was up to there. We didn't have fear, we had teamwork. Yes, we rolled ourselves, but we didn't go, oh, and get emotional and get angry and the rest of it like we do. We stayed with our thoughts, which gave us the right feelings, and the feelings gave us the beliefs, and the beliefs gave us to be able for us to achieve something which we desired. Okay? And this has actually happened. So I wanted to relate something which actually happened at the retreat so you can take back home. So what happened was, and this is what I want you all to start to understand, really try it on and make sure it fits. That in life, if we have not experienced something yet, we create fear. In life, if we haven't tasted something yet, we make it, no, it doesn't taste good. If we haven't tried success or love or relationship on yet, we will say it doesn't fit. What I want you all to understand today, that understanding emotional intelligence is, it can mean, that's just what I've written there, that's just a label. To everyone it can mean something else, and I want it to mean something else to you all. I'm just going to give you a roundabout recommendation, and I want you to digest this the way it gets you the result, okay? So, in life, we say, okay, look, I'm lost. I don't know what I want to do, or I don't know what's next, or am I going to be successful, or hold on a minute, I've got too much, I'm getting overwhelmed, look at all these plans. What do I do? Is that emotionally intelligent? Not at all. Because what you need to understand, emotions aren't real. And I want to say that again. Emotions are not real. Feelings are. So emotions are something that we get a certain feeling, that we call it, and we name it, and that name, either most of the time, it disempowers us. Fear, sadness, guilt, hurt, pain, whatever they are. Who named emotions? Emotions are not real. Because if you feel something that you relate to a past emotion, that you name it something, because you name it, oh, I'm sad. Oh, you know what? I'm getting that feeling. I'm actually afraid. I've got fear. I'm going to run. Yeah? Or, oh, geez, I've got that pain, or whatever. You know, I'm feeling something. Someone's hurt me. Oh, I feel pain. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're allowing that, once you feel something, because you name it something and we call it emotion, it breaks through our armor and it destroys us. It does. It simply does. So, going back to these stories, I just want that to sit in the back of your mind a little bit, in your subconscious. Yeah, just let that sit there. So, through this understanding of, let's be honest, people that are able, that have their legs, they could be walking down 500-600 stairs and they go, oh my God, I'm not going to do it, I can't. That's self-sabotaging beliefs, I'm going to get tired. And some people wouldn't. We took him down there, we took him into the water, and the reason why we did the result and we were who we were and we were empowered, because we didn't think about ourselves. This is where most humans go wrong. You think about yourselves, but guess what? We were thinking about Perry. We were thinking about the collective. We were thinking about the experience in that we're creating, because guess what? And I want you all to remember this. People strive for wants and haves. Yeah? I want this, I must have that. Instead of creating the moment and the experience. The moment was taking him down there, taking him over, putting him in the water, and that was an experience. So what I want you all to dedicate your lives from today on, and I want you to share this with people that you find that could find value from it. You don't need to have or want. We created a moment that someone that maybe could not ever do this, that because of our efforts not thinking about ourselves, and we led with our hearts, we created a moment and experience that will be in my heart, in whoever else's heart's there, and especially for that person that can't physically achieve that for the rest of their life. Yeah? Try this on. In your life, going back to wherever you're at, around the world, yeah? Wherever, Queensland, Australia, obviously the same part, you know what I mean, Melbourne, anywhere around Australia, New Zealand. What you want to be thinking about. Don't worry about what you're achieving, your bank account, your body, that car, throwing this texter up in the air. What I want you to be fixated on, and it needs to become an obsession, for me achieving this desired outcome, and I want you to write this down. For me achieving this desired outcome, what is the moment and experience that I want to create? Yeah? And you can even start your day by setting your intent. And as I said to the guys at the retreat, you are a ship. You are the vehicle. You are a Ferrari, whatever it is. Once you set your intent, you put up the mask, yeah? So you've got your sails up. Okay, cool. We've got the sails up. We've got the intent. Where are we going, Captain? With your belief, with you taking 2% action, you are the wind that's going to push your ship into every direction. But if you get up with no intent, where am I going? That is a part of emotional intelligence, is that you need to set the intent of what moments and experiences that I am going to create, and through these moments and experiences, what is the feeling that I'm searching for? Because us humans, we do every activity. You don't have to believe this. This is a fact, and I don't really care if you don't believe this. That we do everything, if you break it down to the core, so this is activity. These are all activities, yeah? So what you can see, activity, activity, activity. Why we do everything here, it's for a feeling. We do every activity. We eat the food we eat, why we have sex, why we're with our partners, where we live, why we dress like this, why do I want to change my life, why do I say these words, why do I want to do a live stream, why? We do everything. Our why is for a feeling. You break down all of the activities, and when you understand that everything that we do, and when we create moments and experiences, that gives us fulfillment. Haves and wants don't. So this is going to finely tune your greatness today, yeah? And that's why I said a Sunday soul session, because I'm not talking about, hey guys, well, I'm going to give you a mathematical equation, how you're going to be a millionaire. Fuck that. Yeah? Making millionaires or making better humans? Well, I like to create better humans, as you know. So, as I call myself, I self-identification artist, is that we're creating people in the right identities for them to achieve their desired outcome. So, what you need to understand with the emotional intelligence, so going back to the retreat, we were fixated on an experience and a moment without even the guys knowing. They thought that they were taking someone down 600 stairs, through a rapid river, on sharp rocks, cutting your toes. I almost ripped one of my toenails off. Not even thinking about that because we're in state. Yeah? We know, or you know, when we talk about the triple S to success, and I want you to write this down, triple S to success. Our strategy was obviously to go down sorry about how I'm spelling it, you know what I'm saying, I'm just writing it, doesn't need to be that way. But our strategy was walking down the stairs, okay? And then you're applying this, and I really want you to apply this to every day of life. So we're walking down the stairs. Our strategy was to walk and take Perry, who's in a wheelchair, down 600 stairs with moss. You could slip off, no railing that you could fall over the mountain. But our story was that we're going to have teamwork, we're going to enjoy that. We're not going to look, oh geez, look how far we've got. We're not going to self-sabotage and go, oh my God, we could slip off, geez, we better not do that. Let's just stay here in our comfort zone together. And our state of empowerment, our state of energy was so high doing meditation, and without the guys knowing, and that's why we called it the leadership day, the VIP day, the vessel empower day, is because we weren't worried about the have and the want. We were more fixated, which the team didn't know about, is creating a moment and experience that was going to give us a feeling, that was going to make us feel alive and fulfilled, and more importantly, to give someone that's less fortunate, that's been through trauma, an experience and a moment that's going to be in their hearts forever. Yeah? Now that's quite fucking powerful, yeah? And while we talk about a strategy, the triple S to success is in everything in life. You need to know, you set your intent, you need to know a strategy. If you're someone that wants to lose weight, your strategy is either going to be eating the right foods, having a training program. But if your story isn't aligned, oh, I'm eating the right foods, but I hate this, why am I doing this, I'm forced, no, fuck that. And then my state is, I'm going to the gym, I can't be fucked. I'm going to the gym, my strategy's okay. My story is, oh my God, why am I going there? Look at these people, I'm never going to lose weight, I'm shit. Are you going to get the result? No, because you're more worried about the have and want. You're more worried about, I need to have this weight, and I more want, I need to look that, you know what I'm saying? But what about the experience? If you change that all up, and the experience that I want is, the experience I want to go there, I want to love myself. I want to know that when I look at myself, for a lady in my little hot black dress, for a man, whatever it is, with your top off and you've got six pack, whatever it needs to be. Or someone that just has the energy with their children, or someone that has the energy to achieve their goals and doesn't wake up, or you just want to look in the mirror and go, hey, you know what, you're a fucking sexy mofo. Well, whatever it needs to be. But you need to have the right strategies, and it's there. And you know, everyone wants to be a millionaire these days. Like, well done. It sounds really good. You know, welcome to your negative ego. How are you going to do it? Network marketing. Oh, I'm going to do this, and I want to be. But hold on a minute. What's your strategy? What's your, you know, all the procedures? Their story is, you know, and they come from scarcity. They're never going to be that. They want it, but their story is, I'm just going to do this work, put up Facebook posts, and, you know, but I'm just doing it because I don't actually really believe I deserve to be a millionaire. Yeah? My state is, do you think that you're going to be in an empowered state that you're going to have a story like that? No way. And they all start to implement, and it's all part of emotional intelligence. What about this? Moment and experience, yeah? Let's create moment and experiences, because that's what gives us the fulfillment. And for humans, it gives us the feeling that we're always searching for. Life without fulfillment is the ultimate failure, yeah? Or success without fulfillment, as Tony Robbins says, is the ultimate failure as well, yeah? Life, it's a bit more powerful than success. So, strategy. Know and understand. So what we're teaching the team with breaking the board. So I would give them an understanding of a simple martial art stance, which was horse riding stance, they would have the board, but what it was, the story isn't a board, it's a limiting belief. So that just took things into a moment and an experience. So their strategy was horse riding stance, put one hand out, once this hand comes back, you be on your toes, obviously there's a lot more, but I'm not going to go over it like that. Pull this back, bang, and you're going to go through the board, but it's not a board. What your story is telling you that's a limiting belief. Because in life will just throw you a limiting belief, or life will throw you a challenge, and you can sit there going, geez, what do I need to do again? I need to do this. Or what you can just do, bang, bang, you can break the board just straight away, and then you rock that out, yeah? Another thing as well, through the strategy and the story, then we're having an empowered state. Once you're in such an empowered state, you will find a way. You will be like water. Water will find a way. What water does, eventuates and breaks through mountains and rocks. But if it doesn't flow, it becomes stale. It doesn't become, so the more flow as well, the water does, it actually starts up an electric, it's almost like an electric current. As you can see, the Hoover Dam, how do they generate electricity? Because it's flowing. Electricity is power, yeah? So you need to understand in life, if your story, you can actually start to the strategy doesn't need to be spot on if your story and state is that empowered. If you've got an understanding of what you need to do, so when they were breaking the board, they didn't have perfect martial arts stance. They weren't having the perfect punch. They weren't on their toes and getting that twist. But they were in such a story, like everything is easy and effortless. There's no board in front of me. I'm going to break through it. I'm creating a moment and experience. And they got in such a state that it wasn't physical, it was energy. Yeah? My partner, 50 kilos, so she's 50 kilos, broke the board for the first time with energy. Even smaller person, Eleni, when you see her, she's like 11 foot tall, but she's 4 foot 11, weighs something like 40 kilos, yeah? They were in that much of a state that they broke the board, okay? I demonstrated something, not because I wanted to, not to prove a point or not want to break it. I'm 105 kilos, I've done a little bit of martial arts, and I'm quite big, I'm twice as big, I'm a man, and I'm quite strong. I was not in state. My strategy was okay, and I'm there talking to the team, as I'm talking to you now. So I'm giving a demonstration, the board's there, I was nowhere in state, I've gone there, I was thinking it was a board. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't thinking that it was a limiting belief. So my story, my state, do you think that I broke the board? I want you all to answer that. Do you think that I broke it? And I've run 22 retreats. For the people that were there, you know this. And this is going to be a massive lesson in life. My strategy, yeah, it wasn't a bad story, nowhere near where it needed to be. And my state, my empowerment, I'm ready to go. Like when we normally do we're getting to our superpower, or I call it, the success priming. I'm slapping my body and the energy's feeling it, like you can tell. Good on you, Dino. No, I didn't break the board. I attempted to break it, and I thought, my ego, well, I'm a big guy, I'm going to get through it, and I'm just demonstrating it. But the powers of be taught me an amazing lesson, and I'm glad. And it happened twice in a row, and I almost broke my hand. I'll be honest with you, my hand is still swollen from that. But I said, this is a perfect lesson. Yeah? There was a couple other big guys that have done boxing as well, and they'll go, from haymakers, wanted to hit the ball, but hold on a minute. Did I ask you to do it that way? And this has nothing to do with breaking boards, people. This has everything to do with life. Yeah? Are you guys getting this? So people want to take shortcuts. So the girls that's 4 foot 11, 5 foot something, and weigh 50 kilos. And there's nothing between girls and guys, but let's be honest. A 4 foot girl or a 6 foot 2 guy who's got some decent muscle on him, who's done a bit of martial arts, yeah? Well, who would you think that will break it? Of course, would think that I would break it. My strategy was not bad. My state, nowhere near it. And I've gone to break the board, and I'm just going to attempt to break it. What do we do in life, people? Do we attempt to do things? And do we do things with not much preparation? And we go to do it, the state there, and we hit a wall, yeah? I'm lucky I didn't break my hand, because do you think that I wanted to hit the board after that? No, not at all. So what I'm teaching you all about this, you can have this in every of your life. Everything is a strategy, everything is a story, and everything is a state. And this is how you rock it out. I'm going to teach you. If you get yourself in such an empowered state by visualizing what you're doing, feeling that energy, it's all about feeling, yeah? Remember, everything is about a feeling. It can be, going to a job interview. It can be doing the next job, starting a business. It can be getting yourself out of your fucking job or leading your relationship. If you're down in a feeling like, I'm coming to this job today, I'm really good at what I do, but my state's really down in my story. And you seriously think someone's going to give you the fucking job? Or if you're in the wrong state and you want to lead your partner and the partner's going, and you're going back and forth, do you think that you're going to get the result that way? No. So, emotional intelligence is going to save your life or it's going to destroy it. And unfortunately, we've been conditioned to be proactive, to be just reactive. Boom, 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 boom. Someone says something, blah, blah, blah. Hold on a minute. This is the only time when I want you to take a step back. But the more you can condition yourself with your emotional intelligence, you don't need to look for the tools. Hold on. Lee said, triple S to success. Where's that? There it is. And how do I use triple S to success? Now, fuck that. You're not going to have enough time for that. What you need to understand, the more you can get into it, you become unconscious competence. You don't need to look for it. We do things because of feeling. The feelings moves you. Yes. Feelings are everything. So, every feeling that we search for that we don't even know. Because if I said to you all, and I'll be honest with you, and if we were in front of each other, I'll be able to tell if you're lying. Do you know why you do everything in your life, in your health, in your wealth, in your contribution, in your family legacy, in your passion and enjoyment, in your spiritual being and in your power? Why you do everything? If you can tell me what your top 5 drivers are, I will cut off my right leg. No one that I've come into, instead of people that are trained, that obviously are my coaches, they can tell me because they look at it every day. Yeah? They have their drivers of what they do, that they understand. What are your internal drivers? What are your feelings? So if you know that, what's going to happen, people, and this is the magic. Obviously at the retreat, we taught you how to elect your 5 internal drivers, yeah? That was the first time. You can keep going deeper. The more you keep doing that, the deeper and the stronger that those drivers are going to come up, yeah? But what the thing is, those drivers are their moment and experiences. But what people want when they do the success plumbing, it's their want and have, yeah? But if you really want to get down to here, your heart-centered awareness, and you want to get into, from your subconscious runs through your spine or whatever in your being, runs through here, and connects to your centered awareness, your heart-centered awareness. That is your inner being, yeah? Call it what you want. When you know what you've created, your 5 main feelings is going to make you feel love, going to make you feel happy, going to make you feel successful, going to make you whatever it needs to be. So in your health, what does your health mean to you, yeah? Is it energy, vitality, self-love, self-respect, self-confidence? Whatever it might be. What is your wealth? Freedom, choice, time, power, money, growth. See, that's mine. Yeah, contribution. Yeah, contribution, understanding, acceptance. If you know what they are, you're not creating a want, you're not creating a shell. What you're creating is, you're creating something a lot more powerful. And that is called your understanding of creating a moment in experience in life that you are electing and connecting to who you truly are. When you want to want and have, that is what society, that's the outer shell. That's the false you. The true you, which is going to connect with emotional intelligence, and this is the thing. People that I've been around with that are very successful in life, they are very comfortable in themselves. You know why? Because they've connected with their true self. And with their true self, and you know what they say, what you touch turns to gold? That's bullshit. Because they know they take efficient, little bit of effort and get a greater result because they're connecting to the moment and experience. Yeah? And that moment and experience takes away, I can't do this, I've got no time, I know, I'm going to get emotional, I'm going to get distracted, oh, hold on, I'm going to go and talk to someone, I'm going to bitch about someone, I can't do this, all that other stuff Exactly, Catherine. The state of oneness is the flow. That's exactly right. And all this other stuff comes up, and hold on, you're missing where you're really going. You're getting caught up with this, you're getting caught up with that. And it really comes down to, like I said, the emotional intelligence is understanding that's just a word and label. So I want you to digest and I want you to fit it, I want you to try it on the way it does. See, this jumper might not fit you, you know, or it might fit someone else. But why I'm telling you this is I don't want you to go, oh, Lee said emotional intelligence, I don't have any. No. You want to take in what I say that fits right with you, that's going to lead you as an individual to get the result. Yeah? I don't want to put you into a category. I don't want you to lose your power. I don't want you to say, oh, I don't get it. No, hold on. It's not about if you get it. I want you to feel it. If you feel it, fantastic. If you don't, we can go further with it. So that's why the Triple S is success. That's why we had at the retreat, the whole retreat is based on creating moments and experiences, not haves and wants. So when you're fixated on a moment and experience, you become unstoppable. You become a superhuman or a professional human, yeah? And so why I want to say this to you all, I want you all to think about something. Think about this. You know when you've been angry and you've acted like a complete fool? Is that the moment in experience that you're desiring? No fucking way. When you sat there, felt sorry for yourself, felt depressed, sit there and say, that's the moment and experience that I'm desiring. You will want to throw up on yourself. When you've acted stupidly, maybe you've cheated on someone, maybe you've lied to someone, put yourself into that, stand into that identity. Is that the moment and experience I desire? Fuck no. Why do we do that? Because we become numb and we become unconscious and we haven't even asked ourselves and we just go blah, 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 and act like a complete idiot. Yeah? What about this? That we took the time out, that we had the tools, that we said everything in the way you start your day, the way you program your mind. I program my mind from every moment throughout the day. This is the moment in experience that I'm going to create in my health. This is the moment in experiences that I'm going to create with my wealth, with my contribution and all my life categories, yeah? And you program that. The more you do that every day or how many times throughout the day, set your intent. I set my intent to show up to be the best leader I can be today with full energy, full belief, full congruency and integrity, that I'm going to lead people through my experiences at the retreat and beyond. So if I can let them know something today through this live stream, for anything, any exchange, that just sets their path, makes them feel a little bit more happy, make them feel a little bit more stronger and give them more hope on their path, then I'm doing my job. You can see that how I say that a lot, because do you know what I mean? I didn't need to look for it. Like, hold on a second. And that's how I set my day. You know, I was even like today, I had a little bit of a sleep in, and even before I get up, I had to meet up with my boy Ryan, and as I'm going down there, I'm setting my intention, I'm programming that, yeah? I'm putting it all that in. Any spare time you want to be reconditioning your mind, not just switch you off and go, well, you know what I mean? Like we do, we walk around like zombies, or watch the news. We'll just fill you with, you know, scaremongering. Do that, yeah? Remember, stand down at the doors of your mind. So, by not wanting, I want to have that body, what is the experience and moment that I want to create around my health? Not that I want to live in a castle, or I want a Ferrari, or I want those nice things. No. In my abundance, what is the moment and experiences that I want? It can be a moment and experiences that, you know, that you're helping less fortunate people, or you get to travel the world. You get to grow and help yourself. You get to give your mum and dad some money when they need it, or someone needs an operation, you can do that, or you can help, you know, you can help build an orphanage, or you can help a homeless person. That is what life is built on, not fucking wants and haves. Yeah? Are you guys getting this? You're very quiet. Are you guys understanding this? Love heart means yes. Writing something means yes. I know I can't see your head, so just nod if you're there. Are you guys getting this? So what it comes comes down to, and even a lot of people that have come back to the retreats, or people that might be where they're at the moment in their life, don't worry about I want 10 clients, or I want to have $10,000, or I want to have whatever. So it's what I want to have. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's going to be hard, because if you break it down, it's very superficial, yeah? It's very chunked up. It's all this stuff. I want that, I want this, I want that, I want that partner, I want to have. Hold on. When you get that shit, is that going to give you fulfillment? Is that the moment and the experiences that going to actually make you fulfilled? Because at the end of the day, if you can take away all that plaque, yeah, take away all that top layer shit, yeah, it's like cappuccino, off of the cappuccino, scrape all that off. Let's go to the bottom. You know, the Turkish coffee, when you got all that mud, let's go to that, yeah. That's where things really start to get. And I'll give you the demonstration. Most people live here. We need to get to the core, yeah? This is where most people live. I call it fluff. I call it fluff because it doesn't mean anything. It's just superficial, yeah? It's all the fluff there. I want this and I want that, but really what you want down there is fucking the fulfillment. Let's get to the soul, not this fluff, this superficial. Well, I'm going to look like this and get a spray tan and that, and I want that partner because he's got muscles or she's got fake boobs, and I want the fluff because it's a car and I want to live here. No. Let's get down to your soul. Let's get down to really, at the end of the day, when you connect with your internal drivers and motivators, that's going to build you into a fucking beast and a queen. Or do you know what I'm saying? You're going to be into your power, because guess what? Think about someone that you love, yeah? Think about someone or something that you love. Could be your partner, kids, mum and dad, or whoever. You would do everything for them, to protect them, to keep them safe, because that's when we're getting down to the fulfillment, and it comes down to love. That fulfillment that comes down to love, that's everything, because the strongest feeling, not emotion, is love. Because people get caught up with emotions, yeah? Who said that when you see whatever, you need to feel a certain way? Because what happens is we condition ourselves. We see something, we allow ourselves to feel a certain way, and then we call it emotion, which disempowers us, yeah? And we condition ourselves through that, and unfortunately through our timeline and the rest of that, and that really fucks us up. So, but then we go, oh, it's an emotion. I can feel like this. I'm emotional. No, you're not fucking emotional. No, it's not okay. Because at the end of the day, is it serving you? Are they so-called emotions that you think that they're real? I'm not going to say feel, but you're going to think that they're real. They're disempowering you, yeah? Not on. So, what I really want you to take away from this live stream, firstly, understanding when you're going into every activity, don't bust through a door and in a building that's on fire, because you're going to get trapped or something's going to fall into your head. Every situation that you're going to go into, and a big alignment. Like I was telling Alana about this, and this is something that I always, it really helps me through. We want to be consciously aware of our thoughts, as you know, our feelings, what we're believing in, and then what action are we taking equals our desired outcomes. So, obviously, if we can, what did Captain say? I want to experience the fire of my inner fulfillment, absolutely love. Okay, what is that then? If you want to experience that, teach me what that means to you. Or you can send me a message later, or if you want to share it now. So what is the experience of your inner fulfillment? What is that? What is the feeling that that's going to give you? And basically, why do you want it? When you know that, instead of it just being an idea, when it becomes an obsession, then I can teach you. So you need to understand in every moment, yeah? Like something happened last night, and probably for about 5 minutes, my thoughts were nowhere near they should have been. I was feeling angry. My beliefs weren't serving me, and the actions that I was taking weren't great, yeah? So what I did within that, I went, hold on a second, whoop, my thoughts, but why am I letting this bother me? This is just stupid. Just change your thoughts. Your feelings, just calm down, feel good, feel connected. You're a leader. Your beliefs, hey, everything's cool. I believe what that person's saying, cool. Actions, okay. All right, let's just stop this. Let's just fucking, just block it out. Yeah? Quite powerful, yeah? And what that is what you need to understand is how you're not going to need to keep looking at that is that with your programming, you want to force the intent. Would you say those are in a state of depression, not living in their full potential? Yeah, of course. A state of depression. See how we named it something, and this is not directed at you, Catherine. So when we name something, we give it power. Depression doesn't exist because if I believed all those years ago, if I had something wrong with me, what do we say? Mental illness. What is it saying to us? Mental ill. I'm ill. I've got a problem. So we need to be very careful about our language because our language is going to take us away or move us towards where we want to go. So depression, if we think of depression straight away, I want you to do something, Catherine. Are you sitting down? If you're sitting down, I want you to do this. I want you to get a pen, put it in your mouth, and look at the roof, yeah? Put your head back. So I want you to put a pen in your mouth, and this is to everyone, if you're sitting down. If you're sitting down in a chair, put a pen in your mouth, look back. Look back as far as you can. Yep, so I want you to look back, make sure your neck is back as far as you can, you got a pen in your mouth. Now I want you to think of a depressed thought. Seriously, put your head back with a pen in your mouth, look at the roof. Think of a depressed thought. If you can, tell me if you feel like that, yeah? Because what depressed means, remember, we want to throw words around, yeah? Apparently with these words that we want to throw around, that depression is supposed to be real. Depression is a continuous state of depression, of feeling down and depressed. So, do we feel that way? Do you ever feel happy? Of course you do. Everyone, we get down. Depression isn't real. If you say, well, a person that's in depression, what you're doing is you're dispowering yourself and you're believing a lie. Yeah? People say, oh, it's a chemical imbalance. But look, everyone has different analogies. Everyone has different diagnoses, and the rest of that. One day you might be good, one day you might be bad. Yeah? And that doesn't matter. The most successful people, Tony Robbins, the most successful people that, when I say successful, yes I am. So what we saying yes I am to? So a lot of people, when I say successful, I'm talking about, doesn't need to be money. I'm talking about happiness, emotional intelligence, giving back to the world. Someone that has that. Yeah. So you're saying yes. So what are you saying yes to, Catherine? Because I've said a million things by then. I'm not too sure what you are relating. Boom. We're back. Cool. The internet. How are we all going? Yeah. What were you relating to regarding that, Catherine? You were saying. Or look, again, send me an inbox and we can talk about that in private a bit later. So you really need to be making sure that the words that we're using and understanding that emotions aren't real, feelings are, the way we feel. And then what we want to do is we always want to be aligned with understanding of how we're feeling. When we talk about emotional intelligence can mean anything and everything to anyone, yeah? And everybody else. So what I really want you to understand is in every emotion and any understanding, in every situation, that I want you to be consciously aware of how you're allowing yourself to feel. So I always ask myself, what thoughts are in my head at the moment? Are they allowing me to feel empowered to have the right belief so I can do the right action, so I can do a live stream, so I can stand up in front of 20,000 people, so I can run a 6-day retreat, so I can get out there moving forward. Trying the pen in my mouth at the roof. Oh yeah, you are doing that. How did you feel? How did you feel by doing that? Could you think of a depressed thought? By putting you really want to be sitting there, your head is back forward as you can, smile, and then think about a depressed thought. Yeah? And be honest. Some people are so used to taking themselves there to allow themselves to feel depressed, that they actually lied to themselves that they are still feeling like that, which they actually aren't. And there are people that have done that, that have been hooked up to a machine, and the machine saying, you're saying that you're feeling that because you're so addicted to feel that feeling. Answering if you were sitting down question. That's right, cool. We'll get back to that later. I just wanted to know when you were sitting down, obviously doing that, could you think of a depressed thought? So a lot of the things that we talk about and how we want to be moving is that we want to be aware and aligning our emotional intelligence, the way we're feeling in every desired outcome, with every situation, that we want to understand that. So that's why I was talking to you about the success, triple S to success, yeah? As some guys say, triple S to some sex. Yes, when you master it, you'll be getting anything that you desire. So remember, the strategy in life is, the way we're going to get the strategy is we want to model someone that's been there before us, yeah? We really want to be making sure, okay, cool, because if we want to make it up, we're going to be wasting time, we're going to be wasting money, so on and so forth. When you need to understand, okay, cool, the strategy's there, someone's done it before me, they've been there, okay, great. My story is, the way your story becomes empowered, that you don't need to force it, is by programming that belief into that action every day, which we call success priming. Yeah, programming the thought. So what it is okay, my story is, I'm going to achieve my health. I'm powerful. I'm illness free. I'm injury free. I'm the vitality energy that I need to achieve my desired outcomes. With my wealth, I am abundance. Abundance flows through me. Abundance is my birthright. My abundance means freedom, choice, time, power, and growth. Contribution. Contribution is me giving back to the world, me showing up, me building great relationships and creating the ripple effect with my family legacy, to create an amazing environment where people can come and flourish, in a protected environment that we are creating leaders to lead others, to build a beautiful family that I know is mine, to I lead to a great existence so they can experience life on a much higher existence. Relationship, to have self-love with myself, to love myself enough to be able to give love of that to others, and to understand that when I love myself more, I can allow myself to love others and return to accept myself and create more love with myself, with others, the ripple effect, creating people that love themselves, and it all starts with self-love. My spiritual awakening, I work on my spiritual awakening of understanding that there is a higher power out there. I am connected to this higher power through my angels, through my ancestors, through me. I connect with all the elements, so on and so forth. Stepping into my power is being a better human, being the beacon of light, and empowering people and giving them hope. As you can see, that's my story. How do I know that story and I don't make it up? Because I program that story in my mind every day. So do you think, like, when I go to do something, my strategy is pretty good, my story is empowered, and because I had the right story, did you see how I kept going, and my state, I just kept getting more empowered, more empowered. So that is the recipe. So I felt what it was meaning to life without love and feeling the absence of it, then came back to your voice. Felt presence. Oh, awesome. So let me read this again. Let me feel what you wrote. Okay, that's pretty deep. I really love that. I really love that. So now, this is obviously we're not going to go deep on that, but I really appreciate you sharing with that. We can get on a call with that, because obviously that's not you just thinking of something, that's thinking of you really going deep. So I really love your honesty there, and I love your vulnerability. So that's really, it gives me a really good understanding of that. So cool, fantastic. Talking about playing full out, there we go. Because someone would just think of something silly. So I felt what it is, the meaning of life without love, and feeling the absence of it when I came back to your voice, felt present. Okay, cool. Love that, love playing full out, and I love, like I said, I love the honesty and the vulnerability. That's awesome. That actually really gave me goosebumps. I could almost take myself into that experience right there, and that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So, this is what I want. I've taught you guys a lot, and I really want you to go over this video as many times and take away your biggest, I say golden nuggets. What we always do as well, and this is something that you can really gift yourself, but more importantly, gift other people, that what you've taken away from this live stream, put your golden nuggets in the comments, because there's someone that could be watching this, or someone that wants to watch this, but could be too lazy, but you put in what you took away and you're like, oh my God, that's what I need. But what happens is people can't lead themselves. So if you want to be a great leader, if you want to help yourself, more importantly, if when you're sharing what you learn, you're actually teaching it to someone, and when you're teaching it, you're mastering it within yourself. Yeah? Make sense? So you really want to know that what you're doing and how you're elaborating, and share the knowledge with people, and do that. Put away what you learn, share it, and what you learn, put that in the post when you share it, so people can say, I took this away from this live stream, and they're going to go, wow. Because if people don't know me, or if people don't, they don't want to watch a live stream for 40 minutes or however long it's been, but if they know you and you took away that magic, they're going to go, oh my God. And what is that? That is not thinking about the problem. That you're giving them the moment and experience, not the have and the want, by watching the video. Are you getting this? And so you're giving them the moment and experience through your words, through your experience, through what you experience through this live stream. You're giving them a shortcut, making them feel a certain way. Through your life and experience, you're making them feel a certain way. They're achieving that, bang. Then what the second part of it is, they watch the video, they learn, and then that's how we move people on to becoming leaders, yeah? Or how we add value to people's lives. It's an amazing equation. So remember that, because if a person watches a video, firstly, they don't know someone, or they don't value themselves, but they know who you are, they have trust in you, they understand you. When you do put something up, they will be automatically, they'll go, oh my God, whoever's on here, there's so many people on here. Oh, good to have you on, Sarah. There's Sarah, there is Catherine, there is Dino, there is Steve, Ryan, Joe, Gareth, Rissat, Fida, Chris, Carly, Shane, Nevin, and there's heaps of people on, Tama. So whoever's on here or still on here, that's what I really challenge you to do. Put out what you experienced from this. So I experienced emotional intelligence, taking out that I wanted to create a moment and experience, not for me or for someone else. Because guess what as well? You don't want to say, oh, look, I want to have this big house for my children, and I want nice food, I'm getting food for my children, and I want this for my children. But hold on a minute. That's just wants and haves. What about creating moment and experiences for them? That's a lot more powerful for your children than wants and haves, because you have to remember, at the end of the day, how do you know that's what they want? How do you know that's right? By creating moments and experiences, you're going down to the core of a human's soul, to their being. When you can go to that, you're operating at such a high vibration, and that's another thing as well. Once you're stepping into your power or not, do you want to, even before you act a certain way, ask yourself, but if I'm having too many drinks and acting like a complete fool, is that the moment and experience that I actually want to feel? Or is that's the moment that I want to become? And is that how I want to experience? No way. And you shake yourself off. Or if you're going to, you've been looking after yourself, you're dieting, you're loving yourself, and you had an argument, and then you're going to either get on the drink and have a smoke or something, or snort something up your nose, or eat junk food. You're like, hold on a minute. Do I want to have that moment experience of feeling like that, and afterwards how I'm going to feel? Stop. No, what's the right way? That's not going to serve me. What's going to serve me? You have all the answers, people. You just have to ask yourself the right questions and put yourself in the right state, and know that. What is the strategy? Tell yourself the right story, be in the right state, and you'll be able to walk through walls, yeah? Very, very powerful. So, any questions before we wrap this up? And I honestly really, really urge you, and I challenge you all, to whoever's on here, to write down what your biggest takeaways are in the boxes below, because you might see something, because your model of the world and your uniqueness, that someone else hasn't seen. And you could see something that someone else hasn't seen, and you could set them free. You could go, oh my God, I haven't seen that. Bang, they can use that in their life, add massive value, or even if it's a little bit. So don't be selfish and hold back your power, share that. And another thing as well, share this video with as many people as, because I know a lot of people around this world, in this universe, could really, really benefit from this, because people don't understand what it's all about. So if you're going to share it, don't just share it. Put your takeaways. I took this away. The moment and experiences, my biggest takeaways from this video or this live stream or Power Interaction is boom, 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 boom. And that is going to lead people a lot more than sharing it, because guess what? Your friends and family don't know me. they know you. They trust you, they see you, and they understand you. When you say, well, this is what I took away, you're going to create a feeling from your own many experiences to them, which is going to lead them to want to engage in a 40-minute video that they're going to go, you know what? I actually want to learn and I deserve it. Because otherwise, why am I going to do this at Sunday? I could be at the pub. I could be scratching my ass. I could be watching the football. Yeah? So if you want to help yourself and you want to help others, this is an amazing way that I got taught as well. Because I used to share a lot of stuff, and through my model of the world, I used to think, like, who's going to find what I've got to say valuable? And I tell you what, through 7 years, hundreds of thousands of people find my model of the world and what I'm sharing very valuable. And along the way, we've saved tens of thousands of lives and improved hundreds of thousands of lives. More importantly, I've saved myself. Yeah. So just something, you know, something for you to feel about, not think about. Or I should have said feel about, not think about. So, any questions at all? Send me an inbox about this. Obviously, as you guys know, if you want to be moving forward and understanding, you know, really going deep in what we're going through and the rest of that, the live streams only give you so much more. The ultimate experience, and obviously we'll be speaking later, Catherine, as well, and Dino, you need to get over to one, the retreats, because you can't explain what goes on there, even if I attempted to explain. So if you want to go deeper with the stuff, get over to those experiences. That's what it's about. The Bali retreats are absolutely, you know, they're second to none. You know, we've got the online True Authentic Reality, which a lot of people are already a part of. Obviously, Dino is, and a lot of other people are a part of already. And it's very important for, you know, to be a part of that as well, to learn. If you can't come to Bali, you know, you're going to be getting this high quality content. Or there's a lot of people that are really jumping on board as well, going deep into a lot of stuff that we're talking about, that a lot of one-on-one coaching is really working one-on-one like that, or anything. If it's not with me, if you find someone else that can give you what you need, then that's perfect, yeah? And that's what you need to match. You need to find someone that has been there before, that makes you feel the right ways, that's got the results, and has got your best interests at heart, and then it's happy days. So as I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here listening to me, Lee Bundy, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International, the messenger of strength and the truth, and the founder, the creator of the Ultimate Polarity Correction and Identity Creation Retreat. And there's a lot of big things coming up. So remember, today 4 o'clock, I've got an interview with my beautiful partner. Tomorrow morning, interview with Ryan Fester, the Black Mamba. Wednesday, Perry, who's been the star of this live stream, will be flying all the way from Perth, and we've got some big plans, a new business structure that we're going to be throwing out, and some exciting news. So that's going to be Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Melbourne Eastern Time. The interview with Jaboa is going to be 4 p.m. Melbourne Eastern Time. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Melbourne Eastern Time. So there you go, guys. We're really going to be getting deep with you know, people that have been there. So it's just not my so-called opinion. You're going to be listening to people that have been through the journey themselves, maybe at the same evolution that you're at as well, so you can really relate to them. So exciting days, yeah? So remember, interview with my beautiful partner. Time to get it uncomfortable to become comfortable. I was about to spit. I was about to spit. Then did you see that? I learned something. I swallowed. That didn't sound too right. So obviously she's going to be going through a massive breakthrough as well. So let's give her support, and that's going to be fantastic. First interview as well. Hopefully she doesn't give me a right hook. No, she won't. She's all good. So that will be today, and then tomorrow with Ryan. Really, he's got some big things happening in the health and fitness industry, and he's got a big announcement to you all. So that's going to be exciting. And then Mr. Perry, he's going to be flying in with his beautiful partner S from Perth all the way to Melbourne, and we're going to be rocking out a powerful interview on Wednesday at 7 p.m. You want to be on all of these because they are going to be hot. Have an awesome day. Take care. If you want to fly, you need to keep your standards high. Take care.